hot seats na the program. And inside the program today, we can look at one important sector in the society, one important, body na the country. Therefore, with the parliament, but also parliament in general, we look at the main opposition wey na the APC na parliament. Waiting under a role in parliament. Is the APC a constructive opposition in parliament? That's not the question. Now the studios for can talk on this and many other things that will happen inside parliament. I get the Honorable Dr. Mfasori G. Koroma, where him now the parliament is spokesperson for the APC in parliament. I will say Happy New Year to Ona. This is the first edition for 2025, and I say Happy New Year to my guest. Honorable, a pleasure to get you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you to you listeners and viewers, and thank you to Sierra Leone. Myself want join you for wish them prosperous 2025.
By coincidence, Honorable, you know me Honorable.
I'm pleased.
As Pausa I've been there before this term.
I'm pleased to be.
I used to live in Calbatan and all the rest.
Yes.
But I don't see you coming as your second time in a parliament.
Yes,
How it's like for you?
Well, I would say it's been a learning process, but I'm grateful to one who now vote me in, my constituents them. Of course, I'm grateful to my party who give me an opportunity for serve me people again for a second term. Of course, like I said, a learning process, and I'm still on the journey of learning and serving the people. So I think it's a privilege for me.
Now with the PR system, it makes you not just an honorable for Calbatown and I don't know call Obadiwata, what's the name? Tasso Island and all the rest,
yes.
And other areas. Now it makes you honorable for the western area, urban,
yes.
from that end to up until Lumley Juba.
Yes.
How it's like? Is it realistic as members of parliament with the new PR system?
It's close to impossible. But of course, with every challenge, you as an individual or a person get to see how you go navigate around it, mitigate those measures. So a one measure where you go use, of course, now for work in a team, meaning when all within that block day in the district, when all get for work in concert for ensure say when serve the whole district. But of course, it's not a one-on-one constituency basis as it used to be. But of course, the people within a immediate locality always they count on you, and they always reach to you because you didn't sabi. But you get situations there where one community go get 2 MP them, they get areas they will not get MP at all. So of course, I don't think say a system will go serve we in the best interest of the people in the long run. We hope say this will be a one-time system where we will change back and go to the constituency base. But
this can be one system where they pass on top of the head of members of parliament, and including yourself will be in a parliament.
Absolutely.
What's not been the problem?
Well, the government said they're not be getting enough time for do a boundary delimitation. The census results were not one that was too credible because a lot of people were left uncounted. We even make at the time we then choose seats then at the respective district then we get for use an equation of the 2015 census with the 2021 census and take an average of that, which is not constitutional, but that was what was done at that time. So once a situation in which this census will get this year will be concluded, then government will get an opportunity for delimit the constituencies then law return back to a constituency-based system of election versus a district block system.
Honorable, you serve in a very critical position at Parliament, not just as a member of Parliament, but similarly so you are the spokesperson for the APC party in Parliament. How we don't select for now as an opposition in Parliament? What's not be role as an opposition?
Well, of course, we get for all government accountable. We get for ask government for do the right things of the people. We get for ask government for manage the resources of this country diligently. We get for ask government for ensure say they institute prudent measures them for ensure say every Sierra Leonean not go see himself left behind in this one cake, which is the resources, the revenues generated. We want to ask government for do the right things there in the interest of the people. So for we, it's an opposition that asks government to do the right things. It's an opposition that asks government to ensure that whatever they do is by the constitution, the book where they govern the nation.
When I don't able government to account, I mean, we are opposition MP, we are not able, we are satisfied so far?
Well, we are satisfied with our work, we are satisfied with our words, we are satisfied with our actions in Parliament. Of course, the results we want has not always been the results we get. But of course, to people who they represent, if they follow keenly what they do, we believe say we don't try for do that. We even cause we in these 6 parliaments for ensure say we get a press conference, a monthly press conference, because that monthly press conference they will see as an opportunity for us come back to the public and tell and say this is what we've asked government to do, this is what they did, so then go no. So we'll keep them abreast, which we as an opposition through a leader call bringing parliament to the people, because we believe say when we are in that well, a lot of time people don't follow the proceedings of parliament, and most of the time they capture what is on social media, and sometimes what is peddled on social media not to exactly what's in the happen as somebody in opinion or in own position. So we don't try for ensure say we engage the people that we serve. So I'm saying in this 1 year, we've diligently tried to do that.
That measure we have been bringing in place for ensure say we get that every monthly press briefing. Now one way, na be laudable. One way look at them, generally from the APC point of view, says so now for the inform the public as to what's happen. But the public not seem they in tune with even that press briefing when they call. The fact is that they're not able to address societal problems. When they talk up yonder, when they engage them, when they talk on things them, but the reality things not able to change. What's not the problem?
Well, you can forget the government who they listen. Because,
so you mean this government not listen?
Well, on issues they would raise, we would feel say a pertinent to the people and their livelihood, a pertinent to what go make you get a smooth running state, a pertinent to what you get where people then go say yes, our democracy is enviable. I don't think say the government all listen keenly. Because for example, in one of your press conferences, we talked about the Auditor General and in removal. Why we as a party get a position say they're not for removal. So we'll see what happen in Parliament after the vote. Of course, in another one, we talked about feeding Sierra Leone. We talked about cost of living. We see what they go on. Of course, when the Finance Act can at Parliament, the finance bill, government eventually be listening to what we talk about, the 5%, what will be opposed for increase to 10%, will they not increase again. So once the government don't listen in that direction. But if you ask me, we want government for removal totally altogether, because indeed, we get alternative source of food, we get alternative staple foods we can use, but on rice we don't accustomed to. We want to see a situation wherein the business community not go use the 5% for exploit the market. And we want to see a government who will see a reason for removal altogether. But indeed, for this year, government suspend the additional 5% in that tax day. So the 5% will be there in 2024. Now get for run inside this 2025 again. I
think that was more the reason why when the Parliament, the minister been get for saying they're not bringing any additional tax inside this budget.
That's correct.
Honorable, at some point in time, we don't see una leader, we na Honorable Abdul Kag, but together with Tuna, don't they propel things in the Parliament. One of which been get for do with the stacking of over 100 staff them we been working in Parliament. We now during that moment the name of the clerk of Parliament in woman issue come up. We get for do with that alleged corrupt practices. We end up for BCS now too. There was corrupt practices where they are appointing wealth and all the rest. We see una raise that issue there, but I not follow that issue through. Waiting at the problem. We not seem for the get them right in terms of bringing up issue and then find lasting solutions to them problem.
Well,
how they operate there?
I want to believe say we follow and through, because we ask the Parliament and the leadership for investigate the matter, and we be left on them for investigate the matter. We raise the concerns that as much as the president they try for create more jobs, we are in Parliament here. They don't can sack so many people, and some of them people are them sack. Now people they can't work regularly, and some of the people then we they even begin even see in Parliament. Now people don't know be they see. So raising concerns, and they eventually we bring everything into the public domain and get the kind of scrutiny we the public be give, which by extension government give. But of course, according to Parliament and according to the final report, then say the investigator waiting the clerk be get for a payback. If that is the right thing to do, I mean, you and myself will be judged, and the people they watch we will be judged if not the right action and for take. So as an opposition, of course, we are not in the steering wheel, but we are a passenger in the vehicle. And we're a passenger in the vehicle. If we get a driver who they drive bad, we will tell and say the drive bad will slow down. If you get a driver who they stop and go too much, or a driver who they accelerate too fast, we will advise them. But at the end of the day, the driver, if you not pull another seat there, you're not going to determine what the driver exactly will do. So in a situation like this, we raise our concerns, but what eventually happens, it's definitely out of our control.
Honorable, the reason for that question are the fact, say, even as we speak, they want to do the redundance. We don't see any package for them. We even understand, say, one part, the workers themselves, they lost their life in the process. But we see, with all of what happened, the clerk of parliament was reinstated. With nothing being there as an opposition, when not been been necessary for let the clerk of parliament take the back seat and then another person take that seat. More so way the things will happen that they will not represent two people when call honorable.
If me not be the clerk, I not be come back in the parliament for work. I will not resign. But as an opposition, like I said, we are not in the driver's seat. We're not a passenger in a vehicle who thinks that they go at a very high speed, who say if we slow down, or a driver who they drive recklessly, who believes if we drive well. So if we do advise, I think say a day on we all, even una as a fourth estate, for ask government or ask parliament in leadership, say, is this the right thing to do? So I'm glad that we're having this conversation, because I'm sure the conversation not going to end here, because you will get a continuity of them conversations here.
The opposition are one way. Any parliament you not get an opposition, a parliament where them go say true democracy not exist there. We soon I don't raise alarm on so many things, them including this war raise up. But one of the most talked about debates in Coin this Leone, get for do with this safe motherhood bill. The opposition able to come up with what it as we speak. What's the problem? Now, one we not get for touch on, supporters or people who would be supporters of the APC party in life. Now, one we not get we not concerned, and I made the APC not talk it in a parliament.
No, I mean, APC MPs they don't talk on the issue when we don't go.
But not come out with a clear position it as a party.
Because now just like so many bills already can at parliament. When it hits the floor of parliament, then when we debate on it, you hear our respective views. I don't think say now a situation where so contentious in a way that now a one-sided view. I think say a divergence of views there where they float. Some Sierra Leoneans then believe say now a safe motherhood bill, but some Sierra Leoneans believe back say now an abortion bill. You get people away believe say not to a bill for kind of parliament. You get people who believe say not to bill where we as a country for visits. But at the end of the day, I think say we get respective MPs and in respective jurisdictions, and we get different ideas, opinions, shades of opinion on this one bill here. So I don't think like one way we definitely need a party position on, because it is really a situation we get for do with them people and welfare. It get for do with women them. It get for do with women them what they choose for do. It's not a situation where they look for women the empowerment. Like how we get the G bill, you will look for women empowerment, which was non-contentious. Say everybody you get for empower the woman for law be a country where they thrive and grow. But this it get religious aspect to them, where people and based on their religious beliefs say abortion not for day in the bill, because no.
So what do you believe?
Well, me a Muslim. So if you ask a Muslim and based on my Islamic belief, I don't believe in abortion. But if you ask me back if Nami make the decision for every Sierra Leonean, I don't think it's Nami. Because like I said, we get Sierra Leoneans who get divergent views and divergent background, religious background, which me believe say then sister get the right day for make them decision, then they for themselves. But the question is, now the state for make the decision on their behalf, or not to the state for make the decision.
The reason why I ask this question as a result of fact, when the Criminal Procedure Act bill being carried out in Parliament, we see a position from the main opposition, APC, for the removal of the jury. But this time round,
this has a religious aspect to it. If you look at all the sentiments under it and the current under it, now more religion than anything else.
I understand that point. Say gets a lot of morality in them.
Yes.
But again, honorable, is it that the fact say we get many APC people they Pademba, then case then that's more the reason why the party be very concerned about the fact say when they get for do with matters of such nature, then for allow a judge and a jury, the jury system not for pull them, is that the case?
I don't think say it was a selfish decision or a selfish position. Because when you say you get APC in a Pademba and I make no. Whether APC be in a Pademba Boko or not, we think it's the right thing for do. And similarly, so we position on this back now because
on a position on change on that one day? On the Criminal Procedure Act?
Well, the jury system for me, and I believe say for the party, we believe in a team for the keep in the books. It should be an option. It should not be erased totally out of. They can't just cut them out and ditch them. It should be an option where every judge or any judicial system forget the opportunity for visit when he need come for do am. Just like I be that day. Because it not be there in the books for force the hand of any system say you get for user. But when the need arise and then you see the necessity out of it, it should be used. Versus the fact they would not take out totally, completely out. And the reasons the way government before at the time or through the Attorney General is that they see corruption or misuse of it. And I believe say it's all about tweaking it in a manner that it will be controlled. Because any given or respective society, you for be able to control what you do in a society. Because when you see the problem, you should know how to address it.
The program na Hot Seats, na the Hard Talk Show, and the meet live na YV Television, channel 33 and Self Radio 101.7 FM. Me na Samuel Ibrahim Koroma, and at the studios, I get with me the Right Honorable Dr. Umfa Soriji Koroma, where in the Parliament is spokesperson for the main opposition APC. And therefore talk on the APC party in the Parliament. Is the APC a constructive opposition in terms of the manner at which they don't deal with issues? Yes, for ma'am, they say yes, they are a constructive opposition because the fact is they seem satisfied with what they're doing, even though yes, they required answers. They required, the manner at which you answer things, happening as they expect because they are not in the driver's seat. Is that what you said?
Absolutely.
Honorable, there is one aspect where I want to look at in the Parliament. Again, for do with this team A and B in the Parliament.
Team A, Team B.
And Team B. How does it affect APC in formidability one in Parliament? Of course, the APC gets 54 members of Parliament in Parliament. But as we speak, it's like now just 52 now get now 52. Now 52 now recognize say they with you now because most times in a decision making, so to speak, now then 52 then they will not be able to call and talk to them, come once and what is that the case? Just clarify this one.
Well, of course, we all know it. Anybody who follow politics and follow MPs, APC MPs going to Parliament, we know say after the elections, the party begin an instruction, and we get an instruction. We also believe that for abstain from governance, but again. We came and had a national dialogue. And after the national dialogue, a tripartite and committee recommendation, then we did. And we go back to Parliament. But we know say before that, 2 MPs and they from the APC side will be going to Parliament to not listen to the party imposition. So indeed, as we don't do now, then 2 MPs and they, now they with we in we daily, in we caucus. In that caucus day in what we are doing.
But then still they carry the crown of being an APC MP.
Clearly, they're in this APC side of the well, and they're APC MPs.
So the question is the APC moving in one accord?
Yes, I mean, I believe if you get 54 people, then 2 people they're not there with the 52. You're not going to say they're not there in one accord, though, because if you take the percentage, 90-something% compared to a 0.1% or 1%. So yes, we are moving in one accord.
Sadly, though, for the APC, quite recently, the APC gets a position on the Auditor General, Larati Lopias, and in deputy, the removal on a parliament, wherein about 36 MPs them been voted against the removal, whereas the rest, of course, been voted for, say, let them remove the Auditor General and the deputy. But it will reach the public now that out of the number that they vote for remove the Auditor General and deputy, 7 of them people are in the APC MPs. How do the APC feel about this? Do you feel bit together as a member of Parliament for the APC?
Absolutely, because like I stated earlier, we get a position, and we get a party position, and not only a party position, but a statement. And in that statement, they will believe say we represent the views of all 52 APC members of Parliament, because we held meetings and we agreed. And the statement came out, and we not get any other view contrary to that view there. So we believe, say, when we go vote, whenever we get for vote, we will not get 100% of our membership voting in favor of the position. So if we not get a situation where 100% they vote in that position there, we feel betrayed. Because, like I stated, a position on voting, it can take different dimension. Some person can vote based on partisan belief or issues. Some person can vote based on patriotic reasons, and some person can vote out of principle. So we believe, say, in our engagements before that, if any of them views and be not up when a partisan or political or out of principle, we as a caucus for the position, for not in the right state of mind for no say yes. Not all of us are in favor of this. Therefore, we don't know the kind of action we don't take at the time. But when you're going into a vote, you believe you're going to get 100%, even though, of course, not all of us were in the jurisdiction at the time, because the time, they did not give ample time for no say that they count such a sensitive issue na the business of the house. Then we did not feel good.
You feel say the ruling government or the ruling party in a parliament, the ruling government in a parliament, you think say the ambush during that moment?
Clearly.
But this
this is something important.
But this was a notice where they bring up at around 7 in the evening.
Before. So if an MP without travel, like some of them were at a retreat in Gambia, how then go come back na salon? I even get MP who be go McKinney on classes that have to drive all the way back to Freetown for me witness the votes. And because in commitment. But if they Gambia, I go become that same day. So if that MP they be no say will get such a critical thing when they come up in a parliament, enough for go na McKinney for go take classes.
This not been in the other paper?
It was not in the other paper. Soon enough for law make decision, then kind decision we get for do it, being present and being in parliament, or taking the requisite excuse so that you could be excused officially.
How do APC hope for deal with this defective votes issue we meet on a parliament?
Well, of course we get for continue for engage. I mean, first of all, what's important, we need for identify, you see, because I be me of the opinion that votes should not be so secret. If I have a position on certain things, I for be a leader enough for saying I'm own view this on this tier with the kind of parliament. So if I'm able to be strong enough or audacious enough for say my opinion on this matter where they come, then I don't think I will represent people there. I don't think I will lead people there. So which means any MP will vote against the party in position, for either. If I talk say I vote against the party in position. And if you bold the man enough for say, this is the reasons, or these were the reasons why I voted, whether out of principle, out of patriotism, or because I'm not believing in the right thing for do. So we get for engage as a caucus, for all know them people and they let not feel like say they need for hide. Because when we know them, then in future engagements, we'll go engage them more. For see reason whether they for stay with we or for get reason for no say they are not with us on certain issues. It's very important.
There are certain names that don't come up and fingers on the point at the members and within the APC party. With the allegation they say, then collect $30,000. That's more the reason why they get for vote against Lara Tiropias. If this comes out to be true, what will be the party in position in parliament?
Well, I know see why they follow the media news with very different allegations. One get for do against the leadership, sure. The one get for do with other MPs they will not in the leadership. Sure. But any other situation wherein an MP feels say for go take money for do something with like constitutional duty, I think say na even crime self against the state, a crime against the people then. That's a criminal activity. So we as a party also they ensure say we do an introspective analysis of what's in the gun. And we say get for do internal investigation for know exactly where all this flying of allegations and whether there are any truth to any of them. Because I'm not going to sit there and tell you concretely that I get any proof of any of the allegations here we state so.
It's over 1 year since Mohamed Bangura and his colleague take that decision day for, should I say, stand against them party in a parliament. The 52 MPs then we APC gets, we say that they are not able to coordinate their affairs, so to speak. We are not able to talk to Mohamed Bangura and Thompson for come back over to the APC party. What's in the hold them back?
I'm not believing in a situation where now we for talk to them for Canadian party. This is their party. I think say when they try for get the APC symbol, nobody not talk to them in trying to get an APC symbol.
Because them position that, now them people be vote them, and now them people then go represent.
Yeah, but now the party, now APC give you symbol before the people then vote you. So nobody not be tell anybody for can't take APC symbol. They did it out of their own volition. So similarly, so if you think say you wrong your party, or if you say you do something against your party, I think say if you really want for Canada party, you can come back. I think say there should be room for everybody for letting you waiting at your own position. Why you do what you do? Because I mean, even the God who they serve, they go against them and they forgive we. So I don't see a situation where you feel say you don't do wrong against an organization or a political party, where you know come and face the party and see what the party will get, what the party in decision for you. I think say the APC party is more tolerant than that. For law say since you don't wrong, we'll not get no room for you. So it should be their own decision to make, and not we own for make for them.
How the APC party they go about for manage this current number against the majority SLPP in the parliament?
Well, we stay in constructive. We ensure say we champion the causes of the people. We ensure say we are doing everything in our might or within we God-given ability for do things way consistent with the Constitution and things way consistent with the pledges that we make to the people. And we all know what's in good or what's in bad for this country. And that once we do all the things and they, I think so we got on the right path for solve the issues of this nation. Because like you clearly state, a government without an opposition is a one-party government, number one, and two, it go against the spirit of the Constitution, which in this Second Republic, now a multi-party constitution. So indeed, you need an opposition way constructive, not an opposition where you just get for criticize government, anything where government they do. If you get an opposition who believes say certain thing what government do is right, and they will say I think say at the end of the day, it is in the interest of this nation, because we all live in this nation, and whether if this nation perish, we all suffer together. If this nation prosper, we all go enjoy that prosperity day. So we forbid our opposition. We will therefore be more people-centered. We ensure say if government do good, we support them. But when government do bad, we'll not for be shy for tell them the truth and see if they find a reason for change recourse and do the right thing.
The arguments of the ruling SLPP and the fact say they follow due process for removal of Telopias and in deputy. The arguments we always then bring up that they are very procedural in the manner to the match. They know FIBA waiting to happen with the former Vice President Alhaji Samuel Samsumana, with the president kick out without following the due processes as what's enshrined in the Constitution. When as members of Parliament in Parliament, the opposition, when buy into that one, they say indeed yes, then follow procedure and procedurally they may right as to waiting and do.
We believe say there were a lot of missteps in the process. First of all, the suspension of the Auditor General should not have taken place at the time it did. The tribunal for not form and force. The tribunal for not make that recommendation, because when you suspend them, it means it's a decision coming from the office of the president. Yes, now the president they appoint them. Of course, not so this president appoint this Auditor General, but in the party, the Constitution clear on how if you remove an Auditor General. Section 119 tell you everything about the Auditor General of the Constitution. Section 137, subsection 7 tell you how if you remove an Auditor General. And we believe say if you follow that process in removing an Auditor General, just like when they remove a judge, then for us set up that committee, the committee now for them recommend for letting suspend her. And we're not for get a situation we drag up for so many years, about 4 years. I mean, let's face it. If the vote be going to Parliament, the term will be get a hung Parliament, will be get 59 APC and 58 SLPP. The Auditor General for us survive. Am I right? If for us survive, because now 2020 then pull her.
Enough for still survive. A situation where
if for not stay, they're not for the removal.
A situation where I get MPs the way they boycott and votes.
Yeah, but you need 2/3. You need 2/3. It's clear. And it's not about members present in Parliament. It's about all members of Parliament. So if you get 49 to 50%,
but the Constitution will make them very clear as to the manner at which the Parliament will be constituted. It says, the Constitution will make them clear.
It says all members of Parliament. Even Section 137.
It says members of Parliament present.
No, it not say present. It not say present. It say in Parliament. So the question is, what do you describe as in Parliament? if you ask me, now all members of parliament that were voted in parliament.
That's your interpretation of it.
Yes, and if you go now, so I guess we need the Supreme Court for make that decision.
Well, most times people, the lawyers can say the Supreme Court can get different way for interpreting. They can get 3 rules where they can follow. It could be the literal, the mischief, and out of the golden rule, perhaps.
Yeah, a trained lawyer. You you're in the profession, so I believe say yourself can see my argument. But the point is, like if I can read them for the public, a judge of the Supreme Court, and I don't make it clear, say when you remove a judge, the way they remove a judge, now so you go remove a Auditor General of the judicature should be removed from the office by the president. If the question of his removal on office has been referred to a tribunal appointed under subsection 5, and the tribunal has recommended to the president that he ought to be removed from office. So which means the tribunal never don't recommend, then that did not happen. Then you can say if his removal has been approved by a 2/3 majority in parliament.
Before the removal, we see the clerk of parliament give the letter we come out directly from the president. Was that not a cause for concern for Muna, the opposition APC? When I not be able to raise down the up say no, already there is a letter from president, it's like they've already dictated the pace of what should happen in parliament?
Well, sincerely, the president is really a member of parliament based on the constitution. Now we have a constitutional review going on. That is why we believe everything within that constitutional review day for be made public. It should not be, there should be no secrecy in it. So should the president be a member of parliament in the new constitution? That is a question that we all should ask and answer. Secondly, if the president is a member of parliament, we believe say not to the first time this president can give statement in parliament or make proclamations in parliament. So for me, the letter, I don't think say misplaced. Now your own position Nande. But although if you ask me again, the letter should be read to probably the SLPP. But again, you see how many APC voted in favor of his position. So probably the letter was for parliament. So I know for me, it's really about what you believe. For me, the letter not change my position. And I believe say the letter not change anybody in position who be not get a position before that 10 day.
So you vote against the removal?
I vote against the removal. I voted nay.
Okay. The program, the Hot Seat and the Meet Live na YV Television, still are getting at the studios Honorable Mfa Sori G. Koroma, we in commot na the All People's Congress Party, and him na the parliamentary spokesperson for the APC na parliament. Now, na time for from the public as to waiting and get for with regards to the question, is the APC a constructive opposition at parliament? So far, so good, then feel say the APC don't serve the interest of a constructive opposition at parliament, where the APC they argue in a parliament. Are we seeing the effects on daily lives and livelihoods? Let me hear it from them people who are being for talk to. Various parts, different parts of the country as to waiting and give us with regards to this proposition. The program, the Hot Seat.
APC really na big party in the country, and most of the people they expect them for do more concerning about politics. But mind you, APC, they don't try for faith within themselves. They on group they on cabal, so there are different issues among them, and at the same time they tackle themselves with the other party within a power when the SLPP we commonly call power, and this don't bring some difficulties to the APC party, especially the main members them within the party. Besides we the grassroots and all the conflict we the along the country or the government, APC, the more how people expect them for do, they're not agree for doing for the people at all not. Yeah, they see that people and they be an APC, but at the end, they boycott the people they pursue the people but any side people don't like policy, they must like them. But people they feel the pain, understand? But what I want for seeing here, APC made them try for settle themselves. When they come together, that time they give the faith concerning 2028 coming election. So waiting then a parliament under, I'm not gonna say much about them because I know they in another diary day. But the inside day that time they are going to say much about them. But the conflict where they is between the two parties, APC and the other party them where they among the parliament. So by and large, may they give courage to the APC members them, may they still stand firm and may they give chance to the ruling party within a power right now, SLPP, may they continue the term if per se, may they give chance and come together. Let's get unity in the country, let's get strength, and let's see forward. This faith, you know, they put something before. Now backward we dey go. Since we begin as in 2018 to now, so faith. We know the dynamic we facing more difficulties in the country. The economy don't wreck, everything don't escalate, don't go up. So me at the back, we say, let we all come together and love each other and support the very man within our power. Yes, although other people them don't know like him. But anyhow, person for dinner the dunya, you people will hate you, you people will like you. So please, what you for say to the country, let we all unite and come together and love and Masalon and love the one them way they say now we leader them, let them respect and honor them.
Well, you know they contribute. Because we dey think say at least where APC when are the main opposition at the parliament in terms of anything that happen, then they dey either they support or they against. But we know they see like they reflect, right? We know they see that like that. So we expect say whatever thing that happen, the opposition, then they for save the constitution, whatever the ruling government, if they do anything, at least we expect they therefore go into division. But you know they reflect like that. So even this Auditor General, the last time we get information say they're voting now. But while we get information say most of the parliamentarians they know they. So we get information say they end up for pull-up. So we'd expect say if that they be, you know the count the economy we delay one then by the street will suffer. We suffer like that. So we want the opposition and the ruling government, whatever thing they do, at least they for rapport, let them able debate on that, so that we able get we delay one in a state to not go to suffer. But if you watch according to the way the state they go, bad, the cost of living is hard, you know. Both of the two parties, the SLPP, APC, you know, they see one side, you know, we all know say things are hard. Let me say the worldwide, you know, easy. But if things they go like that, you know, go fine. So we want our government that they look to that, so that they will able to find resolution, that they will put on the country to normal way.
So according to the words we get, we understand the constructive. When they say constructive, meaning they are together as one. Alternative way the parliament is in session, they can take part there as one party as opposition. Then they give them the right for putting the top the contribution. Let them contribute towards the country in the country in betterment, the betterment of this country. So to me, your point of view as an average Sierra Leonean, I could say they are partially constructive.
How the argument can only support society development?
Yes, I could say so. The arguments them, all they can put up the parliament, and not get no positive effect on the lives of the people, but it get positive effect on their own lives. I could say the politicians, they are enjoying their lives, but we, the citizens, the frustrated citizens, I mean the average Sierra Leoneans, we are not getting any benefits from those arguments that they bring up in the parliament. So I could say I know they see no positive effect on the lives of the people, because life just be the same. From the time where SAP take power, you know, from the past 5 years who just don't. The past 5 years who just don't, life just be the same. Till now life just be the same. So it's like I don't see that constructiveness, like the arguments not to make sense to we the life of the people. Not to change nothing. We just remain the same as Iranians.
I think they know they perform well, because how they see the country they go, you know, they go fine. They'll let you get peace, but the development is slow. We they ask the opposition them, let them join with the sitting government and make this country a better place for we. Now you go benefit all. See all man just say in special pass the other. Now we the people in the suffer. Let them look to we the people, let them not look to the to the young position where they get in a parliament or this that, let them look at the people of the country, how the people in the suffer, easy really. So we go ask for the sitting government and the opposition, let them cast one, they unite, they make this country. And this one country that without this country, we not they survive. So needed all the world salon people, they include the opposition and the government, low we cast one and make the country. Now it will be the better future for we picking and tomorrow.
Country, no funny, get your restaurant go, get 7,000 for cup. All things, get 7,000. Pepper, one get cup 15,000. All things don't go up in this country. Now, if you get 100,000, when we go and cook plus as per now, the guy get 9 money. So I beg the help with the farmer there in this country. They will say better and affair. They don't get food in this country. So if people say, well, don't go down, we say we go one and I think we will survive. We don't get no office for go, but we all things go down, food go down, we will enjoy. The rest of this country, all things don't go, the rest of our bag and 1 million, 1 million. All things don't go up. So if you get 100,000 left of money, then you go say that the guys. So what you bring this country go they for with the citizens. Also, now they go for enjoy. All they win at that side, they people will not go to school. At that side, they look for they will enjoy. So we don't tell Papa government that they help with that side for them food and then they can do. Me and me one and me they talk. So I big.
Indeed, that's not been the view of the reasonable man. The man the commoner house in the morning, go not eat for getting daily bread and go back now and feeding himself and his family. Me they talk on the opposition. Some are pleased, but some say there is much to be done, and some they call for collaboration between ourselves and the ruling government for the betterment of Sahel in Honorable.
I believe say I be end on that only. I be end on that note today. Say we are a constructive opposition. We are an opposition we believe say if something good for the people there, we for support them. We are an opposition we believe say if something not good for the people there, we for be bold enough back for tell government say change your position or change your style or change your pattern and change your direction. Because at the end of the day, if we perish together. If we prosper, we all enjoy the prosperity together. So absolutely.
Honorable, there was a $4 million project at Parliament. We get to do with the transformation of Parliament generally. One get to do with the mics. At some point in time, we see Parliament be really, fully functional. But now we see most of them facilities then they don't need well. These were efforts for the Parliament be an e-Parliament. I know yourself no bother one day. How best as an opposition, I don't try to forget the government bench on their toes as to the mandatory things that happen at Parliament. Because at Parliament will not be fit, even some of them. We check out the Parliament them. How don't go about it?
Well, of course, yes, indeed, Parliament is moving to be e-Parliament. Now, orders of the day and also respective documents them, we will see on the tablet. And of course, Parliament give every MP a tablet back for take home. So indeed, Parliament will try to make Parliament more contemporary than it was 5 or 6 or 7 years ago. Of course, and come and change all the sitting and table them. But of course, we believe say more need for be done.
Because as we talk, most of the mics then at that table not they work.
Yeah,
the electricity can go intermittently. I remember the other day the president mean they say lights table and lights go.
After the recess, we come back and see say we mic then they work. We hope say then go to work on them for meet up.
Even that wouldn't work with now, it don't become very dilapidated.
Yes, we need more. We need to do more. We need to do more as a parliament, and I think say we need to ensure say all the money that we parliament gets, then we will spend on the right way so that we as MPs will enjoy the space we will get. Because indeed we get table where they fall apart, then for making them back, then we don't make some, then we don't fall apart. And for Parliament, of course, though bigger than it was in the 5th Parliament. We get more members of Parliament now than in that 5th Parliament. They don't create that accommodation there. The question is, with the population growing in the country, how that Parliament space they go will accommodate the members of Parliament. Because it's a population-based Parliament. It has a quota. If we census say we're at 12 million, or 30 million, or 14 million after the census, whose kind of Parliament official will get? So we need to begin think along the line and then prepare ourselves for that result there, eventuality there.
At some point in time during 2018 election, after 2018 election, with the likes of Honorable Tawa Conte, the likes of Honorable Guevara and many others been kind of parliaments. Them not be one part of the people be raise eyebrows about parliament being one of the most corrupt institutions them. And this is a parliament who yourself are a member of. And even as we speak, the public perception on parliament being corrupt still there that kind of way they. Now, people don't they get them say when appointees can go to parliament, follow on a vet them and all the rest, they get for the way the ruling and that of the opposition bench. Extortion or so to speak can take place during that process. How now the opposition can look at the issues and they how to have some of these issues them, and how far now the opposition can come out for see some of those issues are addressed.
Well, I want to say what you mentioned, so probably mostly there'll be secrecy. One, me not in an appointment committee, so I really don't know what's going on at the appointment committee. Not get any appointee of interest. So I don't want to play middleman role for no see anything that happen. And that's really sincerity. I don't know see anything that happen. But of course the issues with Honorable Tawa and Honorable Guevara at the time, and a lot will be say one MP withdrawing statement or other things and go on. And sincerely, with all sincerity, I never investigated the issues because the one between the clerk and Honorable Tawa at the time was a personal attack on each other. When then traveling maybe they happen, when they exchange them maybe they happen, none of us were privy to them, none of us were there. So it's about he said this and he said that. So the truth of the matter still go beyond the covers because I don't know. And I cannot make a judgment about that. But what I can make judgment about is we don't want to see parliament. We don't want to see parliament in those kind of headlines. We don't want to see a parliament who we are part of. Who believe we come into public life for serve people them. Who believe we come out of public life. We believe when we left we want for ensure say we integrity they intact. We don't want to be part of that parliament they for say because it's easy for let them paint on all with all hand brush. Say if this man corrupt, there's a tendency that this other man self corrupt. If they say parliament corrupt, means they don't call we all corrupt. So we definitely want to see the headlines and day for parliament, and we believe say anything we get for do with parliament will be transparent enough, wherein like when you talk so, we get evidences to the fact, which means it will give me an opportunity for law will be genuine in my response. But once I not get that evidence there, I not get that clarity there, I not go on for make a statement in that regard there, because sometimes I will make the wrong statement or wrong judgment.
Honorable, as we try to wrap up this edition of Hot Seats, you see your party generally as one that is progressive, the APC party?
We've always demonstrated that we are progressive. When it comes to changing the lives of the people of this country, we've demonstrated that. When it comes to changing the face of this country, we've demonstrated that. When it comes to bringing the people of this country together, we've demonstrated that. APC is the party we cut all across this country. When you go everywhere in this country, north, south, east, west, southeast, northwest, northeast, you see say APC cut across. When you take all the 16 tribes, I don't want to say APC cuts across. When you talk about all learning institutions, say APC cuts across. So we are a very progressive party. We believe in progressive views. We believe say think that we good for all of Sierra Leone. Now something where we for the push. Another agenda they'd always be we own agenda. So indeed, we are a very progressive party, and we in the party will change within the dynamics of this country. If you talk about a party where they listen to the people them and make the necessary adjustment, and the APC has been that party, and APC will always be that party.
Honorable Dr. Soriji Koroma, we're glad you forget it today, in the parliamentary spokesperson for the main opposition APC in a parliament, and he there today for talk on parliament generally and self, the APC party in a parliament, how then they as an opposition. And she say, yes indeed, they are a constructive opposition at parliament. It's a pleasure for getting you as always, Honorable. We're happy for getting you.
Thank you for having me.
I say happy New Year to you again, because you're happy for being the first guest for 2025.
I feel privileged. I feel privileged. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. So, to viewers and listeners, we apologize for not able to go through those messages, but keep sending them. We'll see ways to go through them in our subsequent programs. But nonetheless, maybe don't bring the program to you. Samuel Ibrahim Koroma, and I'll be done to talk to Honorable and far Koma, we in Komot na the main opposition APC. Till we meet again for another fresh edition of Hot Seat. Me na Samuel Ibrahim Koma. Don't forget Hot Seat, they meet you. They repeat the meet you on Saturday at exactly 3 o'clock. Bye-bye and have yourself a wonderful time. Bye-bye.